Hi, would you like to learn about the most popular solutions and integration technologies? From this video you will learn what are REST resources, SOAP operations, message queues, message topics, flat files, database replication, ELT flows, integration bus, and how to use them for IT system integration. Integration solutions and technologies must be selected after determining the data processing type, online, offline, integration mode, automatic, semi-automatic, manual, and integration type, synchronous, asynchronous. One of the mistakes made when designing integration is choosing an integration solutions and technology before determining functional, non-functional, or business requirements. The most popular integration solutions and technologies are REST resources, SOAP operations, message queues, message topics, integration buses, flat files, database replication, ETLs, and ELT flows. When choosing a solution and integration technology, we should pay attention to the team's competences, costs, or migration to another solution. There may be more criteria to consider. When we decide to choose message queues and our team is competent in working with IBM NQ, then it should be considered when choosing a solution. In the following part, we will briefly discuss various integration solutions and technologies. REST, representational state transfer, is an architectural style that operates on resources. Resources have URI. They can have many representation and operations carried out on them, such as getting, creating, modifying, or deleting. They are implemented using HTTP methods. REST is stateless, so the request must contain all the necessary data to handle the event. In REST we use HTTP methods such as get, head, put, post, or delete. The get and head methods are secure and can be buffered. The put method is used to create or modify a resource, like the post method. The delete method is used to delete a resource. When designing RESTful services, it is worth following these rules. Specify the resource URI. Select the noun that will represent the resource. Specify the methods supported by the resource. Select the HTTP methods. Specify the supported resource formats, JSON, XML, etc. SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol, is a communication protocol that uses XML and most commonly the HTTP protocol to transfer data. Other protocols, such as SMTP or UDP, can also be used for data transfer. The SOAP protocol allows communication using only the XML language. It ensures data integrity and confidentiality using the WS security extension. SOAP enables stateless and session-based work. It provides services defined in accordance with the WSDL standard. A SOAP document consists of the following elements: the parent element of envelope, the header element, which allows to pass specific message information, for example, related to authentication, to the application, the body element, storing the request and response, a fault element, containing information about the error and status. Web services components can be stateful or stateless. Message queues are a method enabling asynchronous cooperation between the producer and the consumer. The message is queued by the producer. Then the consumer can download the message. The use of message queues does not require the availability of the producer and the consumer in real time. Message queues can also be used to increase the reliability of the solution. The messages are downloaded by the consumer when it can process the request. Messages may be queued to await consumer availability. The characteristics defining the queue are, among others, persistence, security, maximum message size, deleting messages rules, message delivery rules, message routing rules. Message queues enable the integration of different systems, provide a loose connection, and support the exchange of data in a simple, secure way. The supplier passes the message to the queue. Then the consumer downloads the message. Communication can be two-way. The consumer can pass the message through the queue to the supplier via the same queue or another one. By using the queue, the consumer does not have to be available at the time the message is transferred by the supplier. Once the consumer is available, he can download the message. There can be many suppliers and consumers. Through queues, we can transfer any type of message, text, XML, video. Queues are used to hold messages. Messages can be permanent or impermanent. The queues are managed by the queue manager. Popular implementations of message queues are Amazon SQS, IBM NQ, or RabbitMQ. Message topics are a method of sending messages between applications. Messages are grouped into topics. The topic can have many message producers and consumers. The producer provides information on a particular topic. The messages are then downloaded by the consumer or consumers. This approach uses the terminology of publishing and subscribing to messages. Producers publish messages on specific topics. Consumers subscribe to topics from which they receive messages. This is a publish-subscribe integration pattern. In the publish-subscribe method, messages are stored in topics. The messages are published by the producers and transferred to the topic from which the messages are consumed by the subscribers. In this method, there may be multiple recipients of the same message. Popular implementations of message topics are Apache Kafka, Confluent Platform, or Amazon SNS. Database replication consists in copying data from the source to the target database. The entire database or selected tables can be replicated. The copied data is available to the consumer in the target database. We use replication to shorten the time of access to data, increase reliability and performance of the solution. There are different types of replication: snapshot, transactional, merge. There are also different replication models: central publisher, central subscriber, equivalent. The application integration can also be carried out through flat CSV files, comma-separated values, or TSV files, tab-separated values. In CSV files, the separator is a comma. In the case of TSV, this is a tab. The producer generates a flat file, which is then transferred to the consumer. Integration based on flat files is very often used when data can be transferred, for example, daily or monthly. It also enables the transfer of very large data sets. Edit, extract, transform, load. It is a process that involves extracting, transforming, and loading data. It can be used to transfer data between IT systems. The first step is to extract data from the source system or systems. This is the stage of data extraction. The data collected is then transformed. It can consist of cleansing, filtering, or transforming data. The next step is to load the data into the target system or systems. In ETL flows, all stages, extracting, transforming, and loading data, are carried out outside the source and target systems. We use an additional tool: ELT, extract, load, transform. It is a process that involves extracting, loading, and transforming data. The steps of loading and transforming data occur in a different order compared to the ETL process. In the first step, the data is extracted from the source system or systems, and then loaded into the target system. The next stage is the transformation of data, which can be implemented by the source system. Very often, the transformation in ELT processes is carried out by the database engine of the target system. Therefore, we do not need to use an additional tool. Popular tools used for the ETL/ELT implementation are IBM Data Stage, Apache NiFi, Apache Spark with Hadoop, or Amazon Glue. The Enterprise Service Bus enables the integration of heterogeneous IT systems via a central integration bus. The ESB ensures easy connection or disconnection of the IT system via channels and adapters. It provides services that can be used by different consumers. The use of the canonical data model improves the message model management. The Enterprise Service Bus eliminates the problem of point-to-point integration between IT systems. It could be a bottleneck. The ESB provides services to consumers. In this case, services are available to download customer and order data. Consumers do not need to know the details of the service's operation or IT systems from which the data is collected. The ESB also covers the service's logic. The consumer does not have to implement a complex service logic. The service available on the ESB can be used by other consumers. Using the canonical data model makes it easy to connect and disconnect IT systems. Common ESB implementations are Web Methods Integration Server, Web Methods ESB, or Mule ESB. Thanks for listening to the end of presentation. If you have any questions, write to me by email. Hey.